Good afternoon, everyone. Test Reading Club invites you to yet another session. Today, we are reading out Act 2 of The Birthday Party. Act 1 has already introduced us to all the characters, and this act shows the conversation between Goldberg and McCann on one side, while Stanley on the other. So, without any further delay, let us start. Act 2. McCann is sitting at the table, tearing a sheet of newspaper into 5 equal strips. It is evening. After a few moments, Stanley enters from the left. He stops upon seeing McCann and watches him. He then walks towards the kitchen, stops, and speaks.
Evening.
Evening.
Chuckles are heard from outside the back door, which is open.
Very warm tonight.
He turns towards the back door and back.
Someone out there?
McCann tears another length of paper. Stanley goes into the kitchen and pours a glass of water. He drinks it looking through the hatch. He puts the glass down, comes out of the kitchen and walks quickly towards the door, left. McCann rises and intercepts him.
I don't think we have met.
No, we haven't.
My name's McCann.
Staying here long?
Scroll Jagrati. Not long. What's your name?
Weber.
I'm glad to meet you, sir.
He offers his hand. Stanley takes it and McCann holds the grip.
Many happy returns of the day.
Stanley withdraws his hand. They face each other.
Were you going out
Yes.
on your birthday?
Yes, why not?
But they're holding a party here for you tonight.
Oh, really? That's unfortunate.
Ah, no, it's very nice.
Voices from outside the back door.
I'm sorry. I'm not in the mood for a party tonight.
Oh, is that so? I'm sorry.
Yes, I'm going out to celebrate quietly on my own.
That's the same.
They stand.
Well, if you would move out of my way.
But everything's laid on. The guests are expected.
Guests? What guests?
Myself, for one, I had the honor of an invitation.
McCann begins to whistle The Mountains of Morn. Stanley moving away.
I wouldn't call it an honor, would you? It'll just be another booze up.
Stanley joins McCann in whistling The Mountains of Morn. During the next 5 lines, the whistling is continuous, one whistling while the other speaks, and both whistling together.
But it is an honor.
I would say you were exaggerating.
Oh no, I would say it was an honor.
I'd say that was plain stupid.
Ah, no.
They stare at each other.
Who are the other guests?
A young lady,
Oh, yes? And?
my friend.
Your friend.
That's right, it's all laid on.
Stanley walks round the table towards the door. McCann meets him.
Excuse me?
Where are you going?
I want to go out.
Why don't you stay here?
Stanley moves away to the right of the table.
So you are down here on holiday?
A short one.
Stanley picks up a strip of paper. McCann moves in.
Mind that.
What is it?
Mind it. Leave it.
I've got a feeling we've met before.
No, we haven't.
Ever been anywhere near Maidenhead?
No.
There's a Fuller's tea shop. I used to have my tea there.
I don't know it.
And a Booth's library. I seem to connect you with the high streets.
Yes.
A charming town, don't you think?
I don't know it.
Oh no, A quiet, thriving community. I was born and brought up there. I lived well away from the main road.
Yes,
Pause.
You're here on a short stay?
that's right.
You'll find it very bracing.
Do you find it bracing?
Me? No, but you will.
He sits at the table.
I like it here, but I'll be moving soon. Back home. I'll stay here there too this time. No place like home. I wouldn't have left, but business calls. Business called, and I had to leave for a bit. You know how it is.
McCann, sitting at the table, left.
You in business?
No, I think I'll give it up. I've got a small private income, you see. I think I'll give it up. Don't like being away from home. I used to live very quietly, played records, that's about all. Everything delivered to the door. Then I started a little private business in a small way, and it compelled me to come down here. Kept me longer than I expected. You never get used to living in someone else's house, don't you agree? I lived so quietly. You can appreciate what you have had when things change. That's why they say. That's why they say, isn't it? Cigarette?
I don't smoke.
Stanley lights a cigarette, voices from the back.
Who's out there?
My friend and the man of the house.
You know what? To look at me, I bet you wouldn't think I'd led such a quiet life. The lines on my face, huh? It's the drink. Been drinking a bit down here. But what I mean is, you know how it is. Away from your own. All wrong, of course. I'll be all right when I get back. But what I mean is, the way some people look at me, you would think I was a different person. I suppose I have changed, but I'm still the same man as that I will always been. I mean, you wouldn't think to look at me really. I mean, not really. That I was the sort of bloke that I was a sort of bloke and to cause any trouble. Would you?
McCann looks at him.
Do you know what I mean?
McCann.
No,
As
mind that.
Stanley picks up the strip of paper.
Mind that.
Where are you? Why are you down here?
A short holiday.
This is a ridiculous house to pick on.
He
Why?
rises.
Why?
Because it's not a boarding house. It never was.
Sure it is.
Why did you choose this house?
You know, sir, you are a bit depressed for a man on his birthday.
Why do you call me sir?
You don't like it?
Stanley to the table.
Listen, don't call me sir.
I won't if you don't like it.
Stanley moving away.
No. Anyway, this isn't my birthday.
No,
No, it's not till next month.
not according to the lady.
Her? She's crazy. Round the bend.
That's a terrible thing to say.
Stanley to the table.
Haven't you found it out yet? There's a lot you don't know. I think someone's leading you up the garden path.
Who'd do that?
Stanley leaning across the table.
That woman is mad.
That's slander.
And you don't know what you're doing?
The cigarette is near that paper.
Voices from the back.
Where the hell are they?
Stubbing his cigarette.
Why don't they come in? What are they doing out there?
You want to steady yourself.
Stanley crosses to him and grips his arm.
Look,
Don't touch me.
look, listen a minute.
Let go my arm.
Look, sit down a minute.
McCann savagely hitting his arm.
Don't do that.
Stanley backs across the stage, holding his arm.
Listen, You knew what I was talking about before, didn't you?
I don't know what you are at all.
It's a mistake. Do you understand?
You are you are in a bad state, man.
Has he told you anything? Do you know what you are here for? Tell me. You didn't needn't be frightened of me. Or hasn't he told you?
Told me what?
I've explained to you, damn you, that all those years I've lived in Bassington, I never stepped outside the door.
You know, I am flabbergasted with you.
Stanley reasonably.
Look, you look an honest man. You're being made a fool of. That's all. You understand? Where do you come from?
Where do you think?
I know Ireland very well. I have many friends there. I love that country and I admire and trust its people. I trust them. They respect the truth and they have a sense of humor. I think their policemen are wonderful. I have been there. I've never seen such sunsets. What about coming out to have a drink with me? There's a pub down the road that serves draught guineas. Very difficult to get in these parts.
He breaks off. The voices draw nearer. Goldberg and Petty enter from the back door. Goldberg as he enters.
A mother in a million.
He sees Stanley.
Huh.
Oh, hello, Stan. You haven't met Stanley, have you, Mr. Goldberg?
I haven't had the pleasure.
Oh, well, this is Mr. Goldberg. This is Mr. Weber.
Pleased to meet you.
We were just getting a bit of air in the garden.
I was telling Mr. Bowles about my old mum. What days?
He sits at the table right.
Yes, when I was a youngster, of a Friday, I used to go for a walk down the canal with a girl who lived down my road. A beautiful girl. What a voice that bird had. A nightingale. My word of honor. Good, pure. She wasn't a Sunday school teacher for nothing. Anyway, I had to leave her with a little kiss on the cheek. I never took liberties. We weren't like the young men these days in those days. We knew the meaning of respect. So I would give her a peck and I would bowl back home. Humming away I would be. Past the children's playground, I would tip my hat to the toddlers. I would give a helping hand to a couple of stray dogs. Everything came natural. I can see it like yesterday. The sun falling behind the dog stadium. Ah,
He leans back contentedly.
Like behind the town hall?
what town hall?
In Carrickmacross.
There's no comparison. Up the street, into my gate, inside the door home. Simi, my old mum used to shout, quick before it gets cold. And there on the table, what would I see? The nicest piece of gefilte fish you could wish to find on a plate.
I thought your name was Nat.
She called me Simi.
Yes, we all remember our childhood.
Too true. Mr. Weber, what do you say? Childhood, hot water bottles, hot milk, pancakes, soap subs. What a life.
Pause. Petty rising from the table.
Well, I'll have to be off.
Off?
It's my chess night.
You're not staying for the party.
No, I'm sorry, Stan. I didn't know about it till now. And we have got a game on. I'll try and get back early.
We'll save some drink for you, all right? Oh, that reminds me. You had better go and collect those bottles.
Now?
Of course now. Time's getting on. Round the corner, remember? Mention my name.
I'm coming your way.
Beat him quick and come back, Mr. Bowles.
Do my best. See you later, Stan.
Betty and McCann go out, left. Stanley moves to the center.
A warm night.
Don't mess me about.
I beg your pardon.
Stanley moving downstage.
I'm afraid there's been a mistake. We are booked out. Your room is taken. Mrs. Bowles forgot to tell you. You'll have to find somewhere else.
Are you the manager here?
That's right.
Is it a good game?
I run the house. I'm afraid you and your friends will have to find other accommodation.
Goldberg rising.
Oh, I forgot. I must congratulate you on your birthday.
Offering his hand.
Congratulations.
Stanley ignoring hand.
Perhaps you are deaf.
No. What makes you think that? As a matter of fact, every single one of my senses is at its peak. Not bad going, huh? For a man past 50. But a birthday, I always feel, is a great occasion, taken too much for granted these days. What a thing to celebrate. Birth. Like getting up in the morning? Marvelous. Some people don't like the idea of getting up in the morning. I've heard them. Getting up in the morning, they say, what is it? Your skin's crabby, you need to shave, your eyes are full of muck, your mouth is like a bogus house. The palms of your hands are full of sweat, your nose is clogged up, the feet stink. What are you but a corpse waiting to be washed? Whenever I hear that point of view, I feel cheerful because I know what it is to wake up with the sun shining to the sound of lawnmower, all the little birds, the smell of the grass, church bells, tomato juice.
Get out.
Enter McCann with bottles.
Get that drink out. These are unlicensed premises.
You are in a terrible humor today, Mr. Weber. And on your birthday too? With the good lady getting her strength up to give you a party.
McCann puts the bottle on the sideboard.
I told you to get those bottles out.
Mr. Weber, sit down a minute.
Let me just make this clear. You don't bother me. To me, you are nothing but a dirty joke. But I have a responsibility towards the people in this house. They've been down here too long. They've lost their sense of smell. I haven't. And nobody's going to get advantage of them while I'm here. Anyway, this house isn't your cup of tea. There's nothing here for you. From any angle, any angle. So why don't you just go without any more fuss?
Mr. Weber, sit down.
It's no good starting any kind of trouble.
Sit down.
Why should I?
If you want to know the truth, Weber, you are beginning to get on my breasts.
Really? Well, that's...
Sit down.
No.
Goldberg sighs and sits at the table right.
McCann,
Nat?
Ask him to sit down.
Yes, Nat.
McCann moves to Stanley.
Do you mind sitting down?
Yes, I do mind.
Yes, now. But it would be better if you did.
Why don't you sit down?
No, not me. You.
No thanks.
Pause.
Nat,
What?
he won't sit down.
Well, ask him.
I have asked him.
Ask him again.
McCann to Stanley.
Sit down.
Why?
You would be more comfortable.
So would you...
Pause.
All right. If you will, I will.
You first.
McCann slowly sits at the table left.
Well,
Right. Now you've both had a rest, you can get out.
McCann rising.
that's a dirty trick. I'll kick the sight out of him.
Goldberg rising.
No, I have stood up.
Sit down again.
Once I'm up, I'm up.
Same here.
McCann moving to Stanley.
You have made Mr. Goldberg stand up?
I'll do him good.
Get in that seat.
McCann,
Get down in that seat.
Goldberg crossing to him.
Weber,
Quietly.
sit down.
Silence. Stanley begins to whistle the Mountain of Morn. He strolls casually to the chair at the table. They watch him. He stops whistling. Silence. He sits.
You had better be careful.
Weber, what were you doing yesterday?
Yesterday?
And the day before? What did you do the day before that?
What do you mean?
Why are you wasting everybody's time, Weber? Why are you getting in everybody's way?
Me? What are you?
I am telling you, Weber, you are a washout. Why are you getting on everybody's wake? Why are you driving that old lady off her knock?
He likes to do it.
Why do you behave so badly, Weber? Why do you force that old man out to play chess?
Me?
Why do you treat the young lady like a leper? She's not a leper, Weber.
What the?
What did you wear last week, Weber? Where did you keep your suits?
Why did you leave the organization?
What would your old mom say, Weber?
Why did you betray us?
You hurt me, Weber. You're playing a dirty game.
That's a black and tan fact.
Who does he think he is?
Who do you think you are?
You're on the wrong horse.
When did you come to this place?
Last year?
Where did you come from?
Somewhere else.
Why did you come here?
My feet hurt.
Why did you stay?
I had a headache.
Did you take anything for it?
Yes.
What?
Fruit salts?
Enos oranges?
And
Did you steer properly? Did they fizz?
now, wait. You?
Did they fizz? Did they fizz or did not they?
He doesn't know.
You don't know? When did you have the last bath?
I have one every...
Don't lie.
You betrayed the organization. I know him.
You don't.
What can you see without your glasses?
Anything.
Take off your glasses.
McCann snatches his glasses, and as Stanley rises, reaching for them, takes his chair downstage center. Below the table, Stanley stumbling as he follows. Stanley clutches the chair and stays bent over it.
Weber, you're a fake.
They stand on each side of the chair.
When did you last wash a cup?
The Christmas before last?
Where?
Lions Corner House.
Which one?
Mabalak?
Where was your wife?
In...
Answer.
Stanley turning crouched.
What wife?
What have you done with your wife?
He's killed his wife.
Why did you kill your wife?
Stanley sitting his back to the audience.
What wife?
How did he kill her?
How did you kill her?
You throttled her?
With arsenic?
That's your man.
Where's your old mom?
In the sanatorium?
Yes.
Why did you never get married?
She was waiting at the porch.
You skedaddled from the wedding.
He left her in the lurch.
You left her in the pudding club.
She was waiting at the church.
Weber, why did you change your name?
I forgot the other one.
What's your name now?
Joso?
You stink of sin.
I can smell it.
Do you recognize an external force?
What?
Do you recognize an external force?
That's the question.
Do you recognize an external force responsible for you, suffering for you?
It's late.
Late enough. When did you last pray?
He's sweating.
When did you last pray?
He's sweating.
Is the number 846 possible or necessary?
Neither.
Wrong. Is the number 846 possible or necessary?
Both?
Wrong. It's necessary but not possible.
Both?
Wrong. Why did you think the number 846 is necessarily possible?
Must be?
Wrong. It's only necessarily necessary. We admit possibility only after we grant necessity. It is possible because necessary, but not. By not means necessary though possibility. The possibility can only be assumed after the proof of necessity.
Right.
Right? Of course, right. We are right and you are wrong. Weber, all along the line.
All along the line.
Where is your lecture leading you?
You will pay for this.
You stuff yourself with dry toast.
You contaminate womankind.
Why don't you pay the rent?
Mother defiler.
Why did you pick your nose?
I demand justice.
What's your trade?
What about Ireland?
What's your trade?
I play the piano.
How many fingers do you use?
No hands.
No society would touch you, not even a building society.
You are a traitor to the cloth.
What do you use for pajamas?
Nothing.
You verminate the sheet of your berth.
What about the LB Jansenist heresy?
Who watered the wicket in Melbourne?
What about the blessed Oliver Plunkett?
Speak up, Weber. Why did the chicken cross the road?
He wanted to. He wanted to. He wanted to.
He doesn't know.
Why did the chicken cross the road?
He wanted to. He wanted to.
Why did the chicken cross the road?
He wanted.
He doesn't know. He doesn't know which came first.
Which came first?
Chicken, egg, which came first?
Which came first?
Came first.
Which came first?
First. Which came first?
Stanley screams.
He doesn't know. Do you know your own face?
Wake him up. Stick a needle in his eye.
You are a plague, Weber. You are an overthrow.
You are what's left.
But we have got the answers to you. We can sterilize you.
What about Drogheda?
Your bite is dead. Only your pong is left.
You betrayed our land.
You betray our breed.
Who are you, Weber?
What makes you think you exist?
You are dead.
You are dead. You cannot live. You cannot think. You cannot love. You are dead. You are a plague gone bad. There's no juice in you. You are nothing but an order.
Silence. They stand over him. He is crouched in the chair. He looks up slowly and kicks Goldberg in his stomach. Goldberg falls. Stanley stands. McCann seizes a chair and lifts it above his head. Stanley seizes a chair and covers his head with it. McCann and Stanley circle.
McCann, steady.
Oh,
Right, Juras.
Steady, McCann.
Come on.
oh,
He's sweating.
oh.
Easy, McCann.
The bastard sweat pig is sweating.
A loud drumbeat off left, descending the stairs. Goldberg takes the chair from Stanley. They put the chairs down. They stop still. Enter Meg in evening dress, holding sticks and drum.
I brought the drum down. I'm dressed for the party.
Wonderful.
You like
You like my dress?
Wonderful. Out of this world.
I know, my father gave it to me.
Placing drum on table.
Doesn't it make a beautiful noise?
It's a fine piece of work. Maybe Stan will play us a little tune afterwards.
Oh, yes. Will you stand?
Could I have my glasses?
Yes.
He holds his hand out to McCann. McCann passes him his glasses.
Here they are.
He holds them out for Stanley, who reaches for them.
Here they are.
Stanley takes them.
Now, what have we got here? Enough to scuttle a liner? We have got 4 bottles of scotch and a bottle of Irish.
Oh, Mr. Goldberg, what should I drink?
Glasses first. Open the scotch, McCann.
Meg at the sideboard.
Here is my very best glasses in here.
I don't drink scotch.
You have got the Irish.
Meg bringing the glasses.
Here they are.
Good. Mr. Bowles, Mrs. Bowles, I think Stanley should pour the toast. Don't you?
Meg.
Oh, yes. Come on, Stanley.
Stanley walks slowly to the table.
Do you like my dress, Mr. Goldberg?
It's out on its own. Turn yourself round a minute. I used to be in the business. Go on, walk up there.
Oh, no.
Don't be shy.
He slaps her bottom.
Oh,
Walk up the boulevard. Let's have a look at you. What a carriage. What's your opinion, McCann? Like a countess, nothing less. Madam, now turn around and promenade to the kitchen. What a deportment.
McCann to Stanley.
you can pour my iris too.
You look like a gladiola.
And what about my dress?
One for the lady, one for the lady. Now, madam, your glass.
Thank you.
Lift your glasses, ladies and gentlemen. We will drink a toast.
Lulu isn't here.
It's past the hour. Now, who's going to propose the toast? Mrs. Bowles? It can only be you.
Me?
Who else?
But what do I say?
Say what you feel, what you honestly feel. It's Stanley's birthday. You're Stanley. Look at him, and it will come. Wait a minute. The light's too strong. Let's have a proper lighting. McCann, have you got the torch?
McCann bringing a small torch from his pocket. Here.
Switch out the light and put on your torch.
McCann goes to the door, switches off the light, comes back, shines the torch on Meg. Outside the window, there is a steal of faint light.
Not on the lady, on the gentleman. You must shine. It's on the birthday boy.
McCann shines the torch in Stanley's face.
Now, Mrs. Bowles, it's all yours.
Pause. I don't know what to say.
Look at him. Just look at him.
Isn't the light in his eyes?
No. Go on.
Well, it's very, very nice to be here tonight in my house. And I want to propose a toast to Stanley because it's his birthday and he's lived here for a long while now. And he's my Stanley now. And I think he's good boy, although sometimes he's bad.
Huh.
And he's the only Stanley I know, and I know him better than all the world, although he doesn't think so.
Here.
Well, I could cry because I'm so happy having him here and not gone away on his birthday, and there isn't anything I wouldn't do for him and all you good people here tonight.
Beautiful. A beautiful speech. Put the light on, McCann.
McCann goes to the door, Stanley remains still.
That was a lovely toast.
The light goes on, Lulu enters from the door, left. Goldberg comforts Meg.
Buck up now. Come on. Smile at the birdie. That's better. Ah, look who's here.
Lulu,
How do you do, Lulu? I'm Matt Goldberg.
Hello.
Stanley, a drink for your guest. You just missed a toast, my dear, and what a toast.
Did I?
Stanley, a drink for your guest. Stanley.
Stanley hands a glass to Lulu.
Right. Now raise your glasses. Everyone standing up? No, not you, Stanley. You must sit down.
Yes, that's right. He must sit down.
You don't mind sitting down a minute? We are going to drink to you.
Come on.
Come on. Stanley sits in a chair at the table.
Right. Now, Stanley sat down.
Taking the stage.
Well, I want to say first that I have never been so touched to the heart as by the toast we have just heard. How often in this day and age do you come across real, true warmth? Once in a lifetime? Until a few minutes ago, ladies and gentlemen, I, like all of you, was asking the same question. What's happened to the love, that born homie, the unashamed expression of affection of the day before yesterday, that our mums taught us in the nursery?
Gone with the wind.
That's what I thought until today. I believe in a good laugh. A day's fishing, a bit of gardening. I was very proud of my old greenhouse made out of my own spit and faith. That's the sort of man I am. Not size, but quality. A little Austin, tea in Fuller's, a library book from Boots, and I'm satisfied. But just now, I say just now, the lady of the house said her piece, and I, for one, am knocked over by the sentiments she expressed. Lucky is the man who is at the receiving end. That's what I say.
Pause.
How can I put it to you? We all wander on our own Todd through this world. It's only a lonely pillow to keep on, right?
Lulu admiringly.
Right.
Agreed. But tonight, Lulu McCann, we have known a great fortune. We have heard a lady extend the sum total of her devotion in all its pride, plume, and peacock to a member of her own living race. Stanley, my heartfelt congratulations. I wish you, on the behalf of all of us, a happy birthday. I'm sure you have never been prouder than you are today. Mazel tov! And may we only meet at Shemats.
Lulu and Meg applaud.
Turn out the light, McCann, while we drink the toast.
That was a wonderful speech.
McCann switches out the light, comes back and shines the torch in Stanley's face. The light outside the window is fainter.
Lift your glasses. Stanley, happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Many happy returns of the day, Stan.
And well over the fast.
They all drink. Meg kissing him.
Oh, Stanny.
Lights.
Right.
He switches on the
My
light.
glass, Stan. Clink my glass, Stan.
Mr. Goldberg.
Call me Nat.
Meg to McCann.
You clink my glass.
Lulu to Goldberg.
You are empty. Let me fill up you.
It's a pleasure.
You are a marvelous speaker, Nat. You know that. Where did you learn to speak like that?
You liked it, huh?
Oh, yes.
Well, my first chance to stand up and give a lecture was at the Ethical Hall, Bayswater. A wonderful opportunity. I will never forget it. They were all there that night. Charlotte Street was empty. Of course, that's a good while ago.
What did you speak about?
The necessary and the possible. It went like a bomb. Since then, I always speak at weddings.
Stanley is still. Goldberg sits left of the table. Meg joins McCann downstage, right. Lulu is downstage, left. McCann pours more Irish from the bottle, which he carries into his glass.
Let's have some of yours.
In that,
Yes.
are you used to mixing them?
No.
Give me your glass.
Meg sits on a shoebox downstage, right. Lulu at the table pours more drink for Goldberg and herself and gives Goldberg his glass.
Thank you.
Meg to McCann.
Do you think I should?
Lulu, you're a big bouncy girl. Come, sit on my lap.
Why not?
Do you think I should?
Try it.
Meg
Very,
sipping.
very nice.
I will bounce up to the ceiling.
I don't know how you can mix that stuff.
Take a chance.
Meg to McCann.
Sit down on this stool.
Lulu sits on Goldberg's lap.
This?
Comfortable?
Yes, thanks.
McCann sitting.
It's comfortable.
You know, there's a lot in your eyes.
And in yours too.
Do you think so?
Go on.
McCann to Meg.
Where would you get it?
My father gave it to me.
I didn't know I was going to meet you here tonight.
McCann to Meg.
Ever been to Carrick Macross?
Meg drinking.
I have been to King's Cross.
You came right out of the blue. You know that?
Goldberg as she moves.
Mind how you go. You are cracking a rib.
Meg standing.
I want to dance.
Lulu and Goldberg look into each other's eyes. McCann drinks. Meg crosses to Stanley.
Stanley, dance.
Stanley sits still. Meg dances round the room alone, then comes back to McCann, who fills her glass. She sits. Lulu to Goldberg.
Shall I tell you something?
What?
I trust you.
Goldberg lifting his glass.
Gesundheit.
Have you got a wife?
I had a wife. What a wife. Listen to this. Friday of an afternoon, I would take myself for a little constitutional down over the park. Hey, do me a favor. Just sit on the table a minute, will you?
Lulu sits on the table. He stretches and continues.
A little constitutional. I would say hello to the little boys, little girls. I never made distinctions. And then I would go back to my bungalow with the flat roof. Simmy, my wife, used to shout, "Quick before it gets cold." And there on the table, what would I see? The nicest piece of roll mop and pickled cucumber you could wish to find on a plate.
I thought your name was Ned.
She called me Simmy.
I bet you were a good husband.
You should have seen her funeral.
Why?
Goldberg draws in his breath and wags head.
What a funeral!
Meg to McCann.
My father was going to take me to Ireland once, but then he went away by himself.
Lulu to Goldberg.
Do you think you knew me when I was a little girl?
Were you a nice little girl?
I was.
I don't know if he went to Ireland.
Maybe I played piggyback with you.
Maybe you did.
He didn't take me.
Or Pops Go Weasel.
Is that a game?
Sure, it's a game.
Why didn't he take you to Ireland?
You are tickling me.
You should worry.
I have always liked older men. They can soothe you.
They embrace.
I know a place, Rosicria, Mother Nolan's.
There was a night light in my room when I was a little girl.
One time I stayed there all night with the boys, singing and drinking all night.
And my nanny used to sit up with me and sing songs to me.
And a plate of fry in the morning. Now, where am I?
My little room was pink. I had pink curtains and pink curtains, and I had musical boxes all over the room, and they played me to sleep. And my father was a very big doctor. That's why I never had any complaints. I was cared for, and I had little sisters and brothers in other rooms, all different colors.
Tullamore, where are you?
Meg to McCann.
Give us a drop more.
McCann filling her glass and singing.
Glorio, Glorio, to the bold Fenian men.
Oh, what a lovely voice.
Give us a song, McCann.
A love song.
McCann exciting.
The night that poor Paddy was stretched, the boys they all paid him a visit.
A love song.
McCann in a full voice sings.
Oh, the Garden of Eden has vanished. They
Oh, the Garden of Eden has vanished, they say, but I know the lie of it still. Just turn to the left at the foot of Bentley and stop when halfway to Goat Hill. It's there you'll find it. I know, sure enough, and it's whispering over to me. Come back, Paddy Relly, to Bally James Duff. Come home, Paddy Relly, to me. Lulu to Goldberg.
You are the dead image of the first man I ever loved.
It goes without saying.
Meg, right.
I want to play a game.
A game.
What game?
Any game.
Lulu,
Yes,
something.
it's a player game.
What game?
Hide and seek.
Blind man's buff.
Yes.
You want to play blind man's buff?
Yes.
Yes.
All right, blind man's buff. Come on, everyone.
Rising.
What's the matter with him?
Meg bending over him.
Stanley, we are going to play a game. Oh, come on, don't be sulky, Stan.
Come on.
Stanley rises, McCann rises.
Right, now, who's going to be blind first?
Mrs. Bowles.
Not me.
Of course you.
Who? Me.
Lulu scarf from her neck.
Here you are.
How do you play this game? Lulu tying her scarf round Meg's eyes.
Haven't you ever played blind man's buff? Keep still, Miss Bowles. You must not be touched, but you can't move after she's blind. You must stay where you are after she's blind, and if she touches you, then you become blind. Turn around. How many fingers I am holding up?
I can't see.
Right.
Right, everyone, move about. McCann, Stanley, now stop. Now still. Off you go.
Stanley is downstage, right? Meg moves about the room. Goldberg fondles Lulu at arm's length. Meg touches McCann.
Caught you.
Take off your scarf.
What lovely hair.
Lulu untying the scarf.
There.
It's you.
Put it on, McCann.
Lulu tying it on McCann.
There. Turn round. How many fingers I am holding up?
I don't know.
Right, everyone, move about. Right, stop, still.
McCann begins to move.
Oh, this is lovely.
Quiet. Now, all move again. Stop, still.
McCann moves about. Goldberg fondles Lulu at arm's length. McCann draws near Stanley. He stretches his arm and touches Stanley's glasses.
It's Stanley.
Goldberg to Lulu.
Enjoying the game.
It's your turn, Stan.
McCann takes off his scarf. McCann to Stanley.
I'll take your glasses.
McCann takes Stanley's glasses.
Give me the scarf.
Goldberg holding Lulu.
Tie his scarf, Mrs. Bowles.
That's what I'm doing.
Meg to Stanley.
Can you see my nose?
He can't. Ready? Right? Everyone move. Stop. And still.
Stanley stands blindfold. McCann backs slowly across the stage to the left. He breaks Stanley's glasses, snapping the frames. Meg is downstage left. Lulu and Goldberg upstage center. Close together, Stanley begins to move very slowly across the stage to the left. McCann picks up the drum and places it sideways in Stanley's path. Stanley walks into the drum and falls over with his foot caught in it.
Oh. Shh.
Stanley rises. He begins to move towards Meg, dragging the drum on his foot. He reaches her and stops. His hands move towards her and they reach her throat. He begins to strangle her. McCann and Goldberg rush forward and throw him off. Blackout. There is now no light at all through the window. The stage is in darkness.
The lights?
What's happened?
The lights.
Wait a minute.
Where is he?
Let go of me.
Who's this?
Someone's touching me.
Where is he?
Why has the light gone out?
Where's your torch?
McCann shines the torch in Goldberg's face.
Not on me.
McCann shifts the torch. It is knocked from his hand and falls. It goes out. My torch.
Oh God.
Where's your torch? Pick up your torch.
I can't find it.
Hold me. Hold me.
Get down on your knees. Help him find the torch.
I can't.
It's gone.
Why has the light gone out?
Everyone, quiet. Help him find the torch.
Grunts, McCann and Goldberg on their knees. Suddenly, there is a sharp, sustained rat-a-tat with a stick on the side of the drum from the back of the door. Silence. Whimpers from Lulu.
Over here, McCann.
Here.
Come to me. Come to me. Easy. Over there.
Goldberg and McCann move up, left of the table. Stanley moves down, right of the table. Lulu suddenly perceives him moving towards her, screams, and faints. Goldberg and McCann turn and stumble against each other.
What is it?
Who's that?
What is it?
In the darkness, Stanley picks up Lulu and places her on the table.
It's Lulu.
Goldberg and McCann move downstage right.
Where is she?
She fell.
Where?
About here.
Help me pick her up.
McCann moving downstage left.
I can't find her.
She must be somewhere.
She's not here.
Goldberg moving downstage left.
She must be.
She's gone.
McCann finds the torch on the floor, shines it on the table, and Lulu is lying spread-eagled on the table. Stanley bent over her. Stanley, as soon as the torchlight hits him, begins to giggle. Goldberg and back, giggling the torch on his face. They follow him upstage, left. He backs against the hatch, giggling. The torch draws closer. His giggles rise and grows as he flattens himself against the wall. Their figures converge upon him. Curtain. That's the end of Act 2 of the birthday party. We apologize for the screen. It was due to network issue that we couldn't share it in the proper version. Any of your suggestions for our improvement are welcome. Please drop them in the comment section below. And in case you want to join along and read on live on YouTube, please join Test Reading Club on Telegram. Or you may also leave a message and we'll get back to you.